Hey there folks, what you see here are a set of rotors, front and rear, and pads front and rear from Max Brakes. There, a little while ago, my CX5 started having brake issues. So I looked into getting a set of pads and rotors locally. I'm here in Newfoundland, Canada. And they were going to cost anywhere between $580 and upwards of $1,000. That's quite expensive. So I went online and I found this place called Max Brakes. Did some research. They seem to be pretty good. So I decided to order a set of front and rear rotors and pads for my vehicle. It cost me just under $400 delivery to the door for carbon ceramic brakes, brake pads. I'll show you these pads. These here came with the hardware. Now, I did contact the company, and hardware normally doesn't come with the pads, but some cases they do throw them in. They also have these are the front pads because they're bigger. They look no different than any other pad I've ever installed. And it comes with this squealer that goes on the back of one of the pads, so it'll let you know when the pads are low. Put that back in there. Just to show you the rear pads, they are pretty much the same, except the kit is different. It comes in a little different bag. Put it over there. But the pads are much smaller in size. On the back of the cardboard that holds the pads, these are the rear pads, there's actually a braking procedure for the rotors and pads. First step, find a safe place to execute the braking period. Step 2, 5 moderate or aggressive stops at 60 kilometers down to 10 kilometers an hour without letting the brakes cool down or coming to a complete stop. And step 3, 5 moderate stops at 40 kilometers an hour to 10 kilometers an hour, and then let the rotors cool down after each application. I'm sure you can find that on their website as well, but that's pretty neat to include that with their package. Just look. Compare the two. Big difference in size, so keep that in mind if you're ever doing your own brakes. The rear are smaller. The rotors are quite interesting. I actually have black coated rust. There's a rust inhibitor on the pads, on the rotors, as well as, I'm trying to do two things at once here. There we go. Okay, that's out of the way. So here are the rotors. They are Max Elite XDS. Slotted and cross drilled. So I'll show you what they look like. They're pretty interesting. Never seen these before in real life. They had another option there. They were non-black. They were the regular silver color, and they were non-drilled and slotted. But I decided to go with these because these, apparently, with the drilling and the slotting, it allows for better performance, better heat dissipation during stopping. This is what they look like. Pretty heavy, like all rotors are. Painted black. As you see, it has holes and slots. It's pretty interesting. Now the rear rotor, sorry, that's the front rotor. The rear rotors are a little different. Now I already have these opened to take a look at them. But if you look at the rear rotor, it's still, you know, drilled and slotted, but there's only one single braking surface. Whereas on the front, there's two. See that? A little bit of a difference, just in case you didn't know. So, there you have it. The set of Max Brakes for my Mazda CX5. I just thought I'd show you what they look like. I felt like, was I taking a bit of a chance going online, but they were like super helpful. What I did is I used their online tool to determine what brakes were available, because they have, several different options. Then I contacted them on Facebook just to confirm what I'd found is correct for my vehicle. And then I called them, and they were great on the phone, got to them very quickly, and they answered all my questions. And even I had a couple of follow-up questions after I received my package here, and they were quick to get back to me on Facebook during their working hours. So there you have it, an unboxing of Max Brakes. We've got the carbon ceramic disc brake pads, and we also have the Max Elite XDS slotted and drilled rotors. And here are the Max Brakes after about 1 year of use. Well, probably more like 14 months and a little under 20,000 K. Here where I live next to the Atlantic Ocean, we have a lot of salt, and you can see some rust in there on the non-contact portion of the rotors. Now, that's supposed to be non-rusting, so I'm not quite sure about that. The pads, well, they're still holding up. Still lots of brake left there. Still lots of rotor. So the actual use of the brakes has been perfect. Here's the front. A lot less rust showing here, and the pads are much better. But overall, I'm really quite happy with the Max Brakes. Now I'm just going to contact them about the rust on the back rotors, but other than that, they're quite good. Thanks for watching.